Yeah, I see you, Kende John Aremu. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let me check the other groups. Muhammad Mubarak. I see your post. Paulo Oluwaṣona. Yeah, Sarah, I saw you too. I saw your post. Thank you, guys. Okay. um. So we begin officially by 8 p.m. That's about a minute from now. Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome officially to Homecoming 6.0. It's a pleasure to have you. I'm really, really happy to have you all on the call this evening. And I am looking forward to a wonderful experience with you all through Homecoming. My name is Mayo Kunya Omaleri, and I am the founder of Plugin Nigeria, and I will be your main face all through Homecoming. For some of you that participated in the Greenswitch Academy earlier, you would know me. I was in charge of the academy primarily. I was the GG Sam from the first to the 13th academy. But from the 14th academy, we started having other GG Sams, and I stepped aside, and other people started taking lead, and it's been interesting till then. So some of you from Academy 14 to 25 may not know me much, but I think I've engaged also with some of you. But homecoming is my theme, and I'll be your guide, I'll be your facilitator, I'll be the major face you're seeing. And yeah, some of the other GSAMs would also join me. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Does anybody want to say hi? You can unmute and say hi. Just say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Biokisu. Biokisu, where are you joining us from this evening?
From Jos.
From Jos. Great. How is the weather in Jos?
This evening it's good, but it has been cold, but it's not as cold as it was.
Okay. So I think Jos is like the coldest place in Nigeria, right?
Not Jos, but in Plateau
Really?
State.
Oh, Plateau State. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me one day that it snows in Jos. I don't know how true that is. Is that true?
No.
Okay.
I heard that it used to, but I don't know how true that is. But it doesn't snow now.
Not anymore. Great. Thank you, Biyuki. So nice to hear your voice. What academy did you participate in?
The Commandos.
Oh, the most recent one.
Yes.
Interesting. Great. All right. Thank you, Biyuki. So does anybody else want to speak? Anyone else? Just say hi. Anyone, don't be shy.
Hi.
Hi, Farida. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening.
Where are you joining us from?
Ocean State.
Ocean State. Interesting. How is Ocean this evening?
Combination of all the weather, not cold, not heated up.
Okay, that's nice. So that means it's an averagely cool weather then.
Kind of.
Great. What academy did you finish from?
The Climatech.
Climatech. That's Academy 22, right? This 22nd one. Farida, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. That is the 22nd Academy.
Yeah, great. Nice to meet you. I've been nice to hear your voice, not to meet you, Farida. I need a guy to say hi. I've had two ladies. I want a guy to say hi. Let me check the chat room.
Good evening, Chief.
Good evening. Sorry, who is that?
Victor.
Victor. Oh, there's Victor and there's Noel. Let me take Victor first. Victor, good evening. How are you doing and where are you joining us from?
Good evening. I'm joining from Osun State.
Osun State too. Oh, great. So how is it in Ile-Ife this evening?
This evening, the other person that spoke is right. Actually, it's combination of hot and cold.
Oh, interesting. And what academy did you finish from, Victor?
Greenwich Academy 20 Manifestos.
Manifestos. Interesting.
Yeah.
The politicians. Great.
Exactly.
Okay. Noel, you spoke earlier. Hi, Noel.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
You're joining us from where? I'm good, thank you.
Nsukka, UNN.
Nsukka, UNN. How is it there?
Oh wow. It's relatively chill here. At least the weather is cold. Not cold, cool. Yeah.
Great.
So that's
What academy did you finish from?
21. The Eco Champion.
Okay, yeah, that's Ecosystems, the Eco Champions. Interesting. So I want, thank you, Noel. I want somebody from the very early academies to speak. Is there anybody from Academy 1 to 10 here? If you graduated from Academy 1 to 10. Aremu, I see you're trying to speak.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
What academy did you finish from?
The Newbies Academic, that's Academic 25, the Commandos.
Oh, yeah, recent graduates. Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
And where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Kogi State, Chris Abakar University.
Oh, interesting. How is Kogi this evening?
Yeah, Kogi is cool and it's cold too. Bye.
Thank you, Aaron. Yeah,
yes,
welcome.
Sir. Thank you.
So I'll take one more person, but I want somebody from between Academy 1 to 10. Anybody that finished from Academy 1 to 10? No one. Wow. Okay, anyone between Academy 11 to 20? No, 11 to 19. I think we have somebody from 20.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, hi, Mubarak.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. You finished from which academy?
Academy 13, the Sustainable.
The Sustainables. Interesting.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's one of my favorite teams of the Greenwich Academy. I think that's my favorite, actually.
Exactly.
And that was the last one I was the GG Sam for. So I guess it was kind of a landmark and a personal one for me.
Yes, sir.
Where are you joining us from, Mubarak?
I'm joining from Kaduna State, Zaria.
Okay, Kaduna State. And how is Kaduna? I saw somebody post that Zaria is very cold.
Yeah, it's just cold and hot. In the afternoon, we experience like very, very hot sun, and while in the night, everywhere is just cold. Yeah.
Interesting. Great of you to join us. All right. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining. It's a pleasure to have you. I see quite a number of persons on the call. So let me just mention names. Abdul Hamed Mukhtar, Aremokende Bilkisu, Damilola, Emmanuel Olatunde, Farida, Feintiolua, Kadosh, Mayowa, Mubarak Mustafa, Noel, Oluwaseun Ayodeji, Paul, Sarah, Susanna, T's iPhone, do you mind renaming? Victor and Princess Ada. Yeah, great to have you all. And of course, we have with us on the call GSAMs from many of the academies. We have GSAM Ann, we have GSAM Balikis, we have GSAM Gift, we have GSAM Rodney, and we have GSAM Rafiat. Okay, so once again, welcome to Homecoming, and I hope that you have a beautiful experience as we do this, as we do this 7 days together. So I want to take a few minutes to post the YouTube link. Okay, I think any of us can do it. So I want somebody to, can anybody go to YouTube? You search for Plugin Nigeria on YouTube, and you'd see that this session is being broadcasted live. If you could copy the link and share the link on the group. Anybody that could do that, thank you. I look forward to somebody doing that as soon as possible. Just go to YouTube, search for Plugin Nigeria. You'd see this live video, just copy the link and share, so that others who are not able to join us on Zoom can join via YouTube. Okay, so before we go into anything serious, I want somebody to speak about the academy experience. Anybody that is willing to share, just you can raise up your hand or you can just unmute. And what is one thing that you remember so much about your academy? One thing you cannot forget, maybe something that was fun, maybe something that was not so fun. Maybe you had a clash with somebody, with your GSAM, with another participant, just anything.
So, okay, for the not fun things, I think the waking up early and having to sign in, I did not miss it one bit.
You did not miss it all through.
I did not miss it. After I was done with that 1 week, I did not miss it. I was glad to go back to my normal life. I did not miss, that was the part that was not fun. So, but apart from that, I think the assignments, the tasks, they were challenging. Some of them were new. But I enjoyed the task, especially the debates. Doing research for that was very fun. So we had to do on grassland, and so getting to find out about the grassland, fauna, and flora, that was very interesting.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing that with us, Noel. Okay, I would like to hear from a lady. Anyone? Your academic experience, something that you still remember, something that's still in your thoughts. Sarah, you're unmuted. You can go on. Oh, Sarah is now muted. Does any lady want to speak? Something you remember about your academic experience?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go on, Sarah.
Okay, I think it's network issues. Okay, I'll start with the daily tasks. For me, it actually made my heart beat like fast and furious. You know, it was a moment of instilling discipline. Yes, there was actually discipline. You misbehave, you collect. And I'm grateful for the challenging tasks that really brought out the best in us, because I know most people wouldn't believe some things that we did as tasks, we could actually do it. And it was a moment to to learn and relearn. Yes, for me.
Thank you for sharing that, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
Oh my God, network.
We heard you, Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Great. Okay, so before we continue, I would like my GSAMs to say hi. GSAMs in the building. GSAM Rafiat, say hi. GSAM Rafiat, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, hi. GSAM Rafiat, what academy did you graduate from yourself before you became a GSAM?
I graduated from Academy 10,
10. That was
Decade of Action.
Did you win any award?
Yes,
Which award did you win?
most active and most consistent.
Interesting. So I think when anybody is speaking and you want, maybe you have to introduce yourself, it would be good to always mention your award, at least to show off small. Thank you, Gisam Rafiat. Okay, I'll take Gisam Rodney. Gisam Rodney, hi.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. So what academy did you finish from yourself?
Undule Kuta. That's the Gardens of the Earth.
Okay, that's the first academy.
I still struggle to pronounce that, you know.
Yeah, it's Ndi Nlekota Uke Nwa. Sorry, it's Igbo, so it means Guardians of the Earth. Myself,
Yes,
I don't think I have the pronunciation. That was our fourth academy. Yeah, old in the game. Did you win any award?
Yeah, definitely. Now, repping most consistent then, and I think those two. Yeah, most consistent and yeah, unfortunately they don't answer.
Great. Thank you. GSAM Gift. Can you say hi?
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
So
GSAM Gift, good evening. What academy did you graduate from yourself?
Just a 17.
That's sustainability.
Yeah.
Great. Did you win some awards?
Yeah, I did 2 awards. Most active and most consistent.
Great. Nice of you to join us. Okay, GSAM Anu. GSAM Anu. Can you speak? I guess he cannot right now. Okay, we'll take GSAM Balikis. GSAM Balikis, good evening.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening. Great to have you. What academy did you graduate from?
Survivors and my GSAG won the academy.
Yeah, nice way to show off. The Survivors was our 5th academy. That was the first academy we had. Was it the first or the second in 2020 during COVID-19, during the heat of the COVID-19?
I think it was the first and as the most participants. I don't know whether the record was broken.
No, the record is still yet to be broken. Yeah, that was a very interesting academy. We had over 100 graduates, and yeah, that record is still yet to be broken till now during COVID, and that was what inspired the team Survivors. It was really an interesting one. Did you win any awards though, personally?
No, I worked more games.
Okay. I think Anu was trying to speak.
Yeah, good evening, Chief.
Yeah, good evening, Jisam Anu. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
All right. What academy did you graduate from?
Oh, my academy. Yeah, the highest participant so far, Survivor. 5.
Survivors too.
Yeah,
Great.
5.
Awesome. Good to have you on the call.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go back to our greenies. So welcome again to Homecoming. I think I've said that like 1,000 times already. And if there's one thing I want you to do all through Homecoming, it is to have fun. Like, I mean, have real fun. So we are going to be doing serious work. You are going to be doing a lot of research, teamwork, and all that. But amidst all of it, I really want you to have fun. So when you came into the academy, you know, there was this very serious attitude to the academy. Yes, homecoming, you still be serious, and we expect it to be easier because, I mean, you graduated from the academy, and here nobody is going to mark any attendance for you, really. Nobody is marking any attendance like academy. But your GSAMs will be monitoring and will be assisting you with preparation for whatever you have to do. And the interesting thing is that unlike the academy, your GSAMs can contribute to your presentations, to your plan and all that. They can help you in any way you want them to help you, or in any way they can help you, not how you want them to, in any way they can or they offer to. So please hold your GSAMs very tightly. Hold them very tightly, and really all through the 7 days, I want you to have fun, mostly around the conversations we'll be having around the lectures. The whole essence of homecoming is to help us to refuel our drive, to re-energize ourselves and reignite our passion for everything environment. So while we are doing the sessions where we have guests, where we have people speaking with us, I want you to really listen and pick up something new, or even if it's not new knowledge, run with a new energy. Get inspired from people that are going to teach us, learn new things, and run with all this new knowledge. And even in your group activities, in your individual submissions, have fun, make it interesting. It does not have to be serious work. This is not an academic setting. Like, I mean, it's not your school, but just enjoy the process, have fun, connect with your teammates. And the homecoming is structured in such a way that you are actually supposed to have fun. So if after this homecoming you do not have fun, then it means that you approached it with a too serious mindset. So I know that from the submissions of the GSAT, there were many confusions. People reported a lot of confusions. The MB part was really getting me to laugh, and it was really funny and interesting. But perhaps when you connect better with members of your academy, perhaps you may get somebody sending you data or something. And possibly we may do some giveaways at some points during the homecoming. And yeah, but I won't speak much to that now. So we'll just go now into, I'm going to explain the whole homecoming to you. I'm going to project my screen and we are going to take it bit by bit. And I hope that after all of that, you would get to understand everything that you read and that may have been confusing. So you remember that somewhere when you were applying, maybe the first BC we sent out about homecoming, we mentioned that it's like a master's version to the academy. If the academy was a degree, now this is like master's, and you know that master's is more complex than your first degree. So maybe that's why you saw many codes in the homecoming and all that. But trust me, they are really simple things, and they are things that are easy to understand. So don't think too seriously of them. So I'll just how should I do this? Okay. Let's quickly run through the document first, then we'll come back to checking the agenda and all that. Just checking if we are still live on YouTube. Great, we are live. Okay, so I'll just share this. Can you confirm that you can see my screen? Anyone?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Great, thank you. All right. So number one, number two, all of these are things you are used to. We begin 5:30 in the morning. We do our green switch on. We do our morning sessions, GSAT, you acknowledge, and we move on. Then in the evening we come, we sign in with our GSAT 7:30. Then we begin our Zoom sessions by 8 p.m. sharp. to 9:30. Sometimes, depending on how interesting things go, we may extend beyond 9:30. But we'll try our best to really keep things quick and fast. Then all evening sessions, unlike the academy, will be on Zoom. So every evening we are coming to Zoom. And if you cannot join on Zoom, you can always watch on YouTube. So right now we are broadcasting live on YouTube, and you can always go and watch there too. But really, Zoom is more interesting because this is real-time participation than YouTube. Maybe we'll be checking our YouTube comments from time to time and all. But yeah, I see that 3 people are watching right now on YouTube. Interesting. Let's come back to Zoom. Okay. Please hold on. Okay, so back to the screen. So now, number 3 here says that your whole academy will serve as your GSAC. So you remember in your Greenswitch Academy, you had different groups that you belong to that was called GSAC. But here, this time around, the full academy is going to be the GSAC. And that's part of why we changed the names and give you all easy to remember names. Then, of course, you know that no short-term text and no stickers are allowed in the academy, and no unrelated posts. Just in case, Homecoming is under the Greenswitch Academy. So Greenswitch Academy is organized by Plugin Nigeria. Homecoming is one of the activities under the Greenswitch Academy. And of course, you know GSAM, GSAT, GSAG. And here are the names of your GSAGs. Academy 1 to 20, they are called the Sages because they are the old ones in the game. And these academies have participated in the previous editions of Homecoming. So this is Homecoming 6.0. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the past. And we usually have Homecoming after every 4 to 5 academies. So going forward, yeah, it will continue to be in that cycle. Then for the Greenswitch Academy 21, so I'll take a little bit of time to explain the names that you have here. So the team was Ego Systems, and the whole essence of the academy was to let go of our ego and let eco shine through, to let go of our ego as humans and care for the planet more and be more eco-conscious. And that's why their name here is the Eco Champions. It was quite difficult coming up with a name because, you know, when compared to some of the other academies that it was easier to find a name for these guys, you know, there was somebody recommended that we call them egomaniacs or something, but it was in the negative. So for the next one, Climatech, this was quite easy. Yeah, we wanted to do the techies, but we still decided to add the climate part to it. So this academy was centered around using technology, digital technology, and all of that to advance climate action. So the climate techies, the climate techies, anyhow you want to call it. Then for subsidies was focused more on looking at energy status and different energy pathways that can help to reduce carbon emissions and advance sustainability, environmental sustainability. And so, subsidy means, you know how they remove subsidy in Nigeria and now we are paying higher for fuel. So subsidy is like a part payment to reduce the actual cost of something to the public. So that's why this is called the financier. So we see you people from subsidies as people that are financing, energy systems that will help people to adopt more sustainable sources of energy. And that's why I call the financiers. Then for opportunities, this was like sustainable sports or sustainable opportunities in sports. So we're trying to see the link, the nexus between sports and the environment. And the name is the goats. I saw that somebody asked for the meaning of the goats. If you're a sports person, or even if you are not a sports person, you must have heard about this argument. Messi or Ronaldo, who is the GOAT? And the GOAT in this instance is greatest of all times, or greatest of all time. So that's why we use that here. So we believe you guys are great greenies. Perhaps we call you greenies of all time or something. So, but that's where the GOATs come from. And in sports, it's popular when you see somebody who is doing so well in tennis. I think we have we have a couple of names in tennis: Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray, and all that. In golf, we have Tiger Woods. In Formula One, we have, what's this guy's name? His name just skipped my mind. And so they call them GOATs in those sports. So for commandos, this was quite straightforward, the commandos, and yeah, we continue in that light. So we have all 6. So we are participating in homecoming with 6 academies. We count 1 to 20 as 1, and they are the stages. And moving on, so we have all of this AMA, MM, PMP, GENE, congregation, blah, 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 blah. So I will come back to all of this. These are like the meanings of this, but we'll explain it better in these sessions. So this is how a typical a typical homecoming day will look like. In the morning, we do 5:30, regular thing, green switch on. You use the sticker or the text. Then the AMA, the anti-meridian abstraction. Again, these are very simple things. They were just things that we taught around just to give all of this a little more credibility and consolidate on the regular academic structure. So forget all this big English. AM, for those that may not know, means anti-meridian. That's the meaning of AM. That's morning. And that's why we use it here, anti-meridian abstraction. So this is, the period where we are going to introduce the PMP, which is something for the evening. And so we are just going to talk about the session that will happen in the evening, not really talk about it, just tell you that, oh, this is what's going to happen in the evening, share all the details that needs to be shared about it. Then tomorrow, so we're supposed to do this today, but we are going to do it tomorrow. So when you wake up in the morning tomorrow, after your green switch on, or somewhere in between, or maybe maybe after the green switch on, everybody is going to partake in a quiz, and it is the good morning quiz. So this quiz is going to be, it's going to be a Google form quiz. You go to Google, you just select your answers, and I think the Google, you get the marks immediately or something, or maybe we'll mark from our end. We'll still set it and we'll reveal the scores to you later. So somewhere in the quiz, now this is where it starts getting really interesting. In the quiz, you are going to select your academy. So at the end of the day, the average scores from participants from a particular academy will be recorded for that whole academy. This is what I mean. If 10 people take the quiz, or if 20 people, the 20 of us on this call take the quiz, and there are 5 of us from the commandos. So the scores of the 5 people from commandos will be averaged. So if they score 10, 10, 10 each, it will be 10 divided by 5. That means the score for the whole commandos for that good morning quiz is 10. And we are going to record that score in the homecoming league table, which is the next thing we are going to talk about. So you are allowed as a group, when you see these quizzes, you are allowed as a group to, to go to your group and talk about the answers. You are going to have very short time to partake in these quizzes, because this good morning quiz is going to be very simple. It's going to be based on some things that we learned during the academy, some things about the academic structure itself and all that, which was the same for all the academy so far. So when you see them, you have the opportunity, you can go to your group and say, number 1 is A, number 2 is B, number 3 is so and so. So you can do that, because at the end of the day, if somebody from your academy scores 2 and you score 10, we are finding the average of 10 and 2, and that will be 6. So that means your academy scored 6. So you're allowed to help each other. So that's for good morning quiz, and it's going to happen in the morning tomorrow. So the more participants from your academy participate, I think the higher your chances of performing better. Well, that's if those people that participate get good marks. Because at the end of the day, if 2 people from one academy participate and they get high scores, they will do better. But beyond all of those, we really want participation. They are going to be simple quizzes. Then we move on to the homecoming league. So homecoming league review. This is going to happen on Wednesday morning, I think. And the homecoming league, I'm going to show you a table later that shows this. Is going to be, okay, I think I'll just go. No, I'll come back to it. So it's going to be it's going to be a table where your scores from good morning quiz, midday quiz, good night quiz, your presentations and your debates, then plus or minus will be recorded. We'll get back to it. Then GSAT, you already know about GSAT. Then in the afternoon, so the afternoon is meridian moments. So between 12 to 3, and is straightforward. On Wednesday, I think also we are going to have a midday quiz. So similar to what you have in the Good Morning quiz, but the quiz may be more complex than the first quiz now, may be more difficult. Then we have every day, we are going to have the gene called Green Ignition. So for this gene, it's just going to be a message. I'm going to be dropping these messages. I wrote these messages, and I know that the message will ginger some of you, it will really inspire some of you, it would really, cause an effect in all of you to, in some of you, maybe not all of you, to want to, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that it would steer some of you up to want to continue to take action for the environment. So that's for the gene, but don't worry so much about it. When I start dropping them from tomorrow, you'd see them, and I'm sure that they will really hit hard, and for some of us. Then also in the afternoon, if we have any announcements for the evening, anything we want you to do, we want you to remember, we do that in the afternoon. Then in the evenings, we have our congregation. This is a word that is difficult to pronounce. Congregation. So but it's from congregation, and it's just where we are when we are submitting our GSAT report. So we enjoy coming up or using all of these terms that have green in it or that reference the environment in some way. So this is the period where you submit a GSAT report, and so it's like we are gathering, we are reassembling for the day. Then so after the congregation comes the PMP, which is the post-meridian presentation. PM means post-meridian, and that's why we use that. So this will begin by 8:30. Hopefully we finish 9:30 p.m. every day. And some of the things that will happen in the PMP, which we begin tonight, is POB. POB means pick up box. So POB is just, you are picking numbers from a box, and the number you pick will determine the activity you are going to carry out. So we are doing it for two things, for presentation and for debate. On Wednesday, we are going to do a presentation. On Friday, we are going to do debates. So those that perform best in the presentation, we advance to the debates, but we'll get there also. So POB means pick up box, and we are doing that this evening. So everybody is going to pick, well, not everybody, a representative from your group, or however we are going to do it, but you pick a number this evening that will inform what you are going to present about on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, each academy will make a 10-minute presentation. You are going to have to do slides, maximum of 10 slides, and what you are presenting on will depend on what you pick in the pickup box. So that will happen on Wednesday, and we are going to have judges that would come and join us as guests, and that would, do a live assessment of your presentation on that Wednesday. Immediately after your presentation, maybe we'll give them a few minutes, and they would, we would announce discuss, and discuss from that evening. After we announce discuss, we also have another POB session where we pick those that, advance, as we would see. They will pick topics that they are going to debate about in the final, whether you are supporting or opposing. So that's about the debate finals, and that's going to happen on Friday, the day before the homecoming ends. Then a very interesting part, plus and minus. Now, this part is for every defaulting and uncorrected act by an academy member, the whole academy will lose 5 marks, which will be distributed equally as 1 mark to each other GSATs. Now, the reason why after you registered, you had to come to my WhatsApp to submit your details is because I need to be able to track everybody. So now I have your details. I know the academy you graduated from, and so I know the group you belong to. So if any member of your team, for example, posts green switch on after 6 a.m. and the person does not delete it after 3 minutes, your academy is going to lose 5 marks. And other academies are going to get 1 mark each from the 5 marks that you have lost. So right now, everybody has 0. So if you lose 5 marks, that means you have -5, while other academies will get +1. So this means that you have to be watching out for all members of your group. Now, that means you have to interact on your group. Now, you know that not everybody on your group is participating in homecoming. It's just a few of you. So somehow you need to ask everybody to indicate if you are participating in homecoming, please indicate. Let's know ourselves. Let's save each other's contact, so that if peradventure you post outside time, you misbehave, you post a sticker, you post something with shorthand, or you do anything that is not appropriate for the academy, as we know, before 3 minutes elapses, somebody from your group can quickly call you to order, whether they are doing a phone call, a WhatsApp call, or they are tagging you or something. So that's part of how we want you guys to bond and interact with one another, and that's the essence of introducing this plus and minus. So at some point, it's going to get annoying, really. In previous homecomings, this has really caused some persons to be angry with other members of their group. So it's going to get annoying, especially if you don't know that the person that is even misbehaving is your group member. So we've even had an instance where somebody from a group posted outside time and we deducted their marks. So immediately I see it because I've been monitoring and my eyes are very keen, trust me. And I'll just be waiting for 3 minutes. You just see the message immediately because I'll be posting the plus and minus live. So you see your academy, the SAGES, -5, then you see +1 for all the other groups. So I posted it one time and somebody was happy, yeah, we also encourage that. We encourage academies to beef each other to make it more interesting. So when some persons get minus and some persons get plus, there's always encouragement from the person getting plus to the people getting minus to continue to misbehave. So somebody was happy that, this person misbehaved, though we have gotten more marks. He did not know that the person that misbehaved was actually from his own group. I really do not know why I was not following, because the marks, okay, it was before I posted the plus and minus. So the person was posting that he's praying that the 3 minutes should elapse on time so that they will deduct the mark of that person or that person's academy. And at the end of the day, it turned out to be his own academy. And he was doing that because he did not know that that person belonged to his academy. Perhaps if he had known the time he was using to, he wrote it on the group, the time he was waiting for the 3 minutes to elapse, he would have called the attention of the person to it. So the essence is, please bond with your group members so that you see when they misbehave. If they misbehave, we call it misbehavior. It's not that serious. It's not that deep, really. So it's just all of us having fun. So, and to, give a little competitive edge to it. So if they misbehave, you call their attention to it as soon as possible. And we have had it also in the past where people, so at the end of the day, this plus and minus will be added to your scores from the good morning quiz, midday quiz, good night quiz, your presentation and your debates. So we have seen people that performed well, they were the leading academy, they did the quiz, Shano, all the 3 quizzes, 100, not 100, but they had the best performance or better performance, their presentation and debate. Okay, in the past, we were having a mix of either presentations or debates, but they did well. But at the end of the day, they could not become the best academy in homecoming because of this plus and minus, because they've had a lot of minuses. Imagine losing 5 marks and other people benefiting because you are losing. So as you are losing, it's not just that you are losing. As you are losing, your loss is causing other people to gain. So really connect with your group members, save each other's contacts, and help yourself to perform best. And we hope that the relationship you build during homecoming would also transcend homecoming and the Greenswitch Academy. And, it's part of the ways of expanding your network. People from other locations who are also into the green course like you. Then asking questions, how that is done. Just do the 3 frog emojis. Assessment, GSAMs are assessing. We are not doing any attendance, but if your GSAM comes to us or reports you, at some point during homecoming, we are going to remove people that have not been participating. So not because we have an attendance, but just an overview. So I will remove some people from the main group, or it could be your GSAMs. If we remove you wrongly and you have been participating, please reach out to us, because again, we don't have an attendance we are marking, but we want you to participate. Then, yeah, we can, how expulsion works on the academy. We can expel you anytime if you misbehave. You are misbehaving so much. If, for example, somebody is causing, if in one day, for example, a particular person is causing their academy to lose 15 marks, that's they misbehave first time, second time, third time. In one day, I think even the group members will be calling for the head of that person, will be calling for that person to be expelled. So yeah, so that's the basic overview of the homecoming guide. So to make it more understandable, I would also share another screen now to help us see how things will go from day one. So another thing I want you guys to take from all of these codes and stuff is I think they can come in useful for you during when you are designing a program or project. I mean, you don't have to use codes like us. You don't have to do this, make the codes look difficult and all of that, but they can help to inform your, design thinking ideas for projects. So that's something I hope that you also will take from, this whole thing that we are doing. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. But so far, are you guys following? Let me ask before I continue the whole presentation. Are you guys following? Is it making sense? Is it coming together now? All the things you read. Okay, thank you, Noel. I need people. You can unmute and speak. Is it coming together? Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
Great, great. More comments, more comments, more comments, more voices.
Yes, sir.
More voices. Great. You don't have to do yes, sir. I mean, I'm a young boy. See me. Yes. Mayokun. First name. Great. Okay. Now let's go to let me share the agenda. Where is it? Okay, I think it's still here. Okay, I'll just open that up now. Can you see what I'm sharing? I think I messed it all up. Okay. Did you guys see the agenda I was sharing just now? Okay, let me check the chat room. Okay, great. Somebody says yes. All right, great. So I'll just zoom into this. So we take it one at a time. So this is how the academy will run. Today is day one, and Sunday, Green Switch On, we did this in the morning. We're not very serious with it. So you know that from tomorrow, you have to start signing in. Everybody wake up 5:30. You are just coming to do signing. Presently, I am not in Nigeria, I'm in the UK. And I wake up, we are 1 hour behind. So I wake up 4:30 to participate in this academy. So if you are complaining about waking up 5:30, I wake up 4:30. Trust me, it is way colder here. Temperature is negative here. So it's a lot to wake up. Sometimes when you guys participate in the academy, when you participated, you think that the GSAMs themselves that are just asking us to do this and that, they have it easy. The fact that we are monitoring you to make sure that you do all of these things in time means that ourselves, we have to do that. So 5:30 to 6, we do our Green Switch On. We did that today. We did this participation guide release. This gym, we did not do it today, but we would begin that tomorrow. Then congregation to submit our report. Before I continue, I want somebody to pronounce this congregation. Pronounce it. Anybody?
Congregation.
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 Okay, that's coming easy. Pronounce it 3 times consecutively. Congregation.
Congregation.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so here this is what we are doing now. Homecoming welcome charge, Alpha Greenie. We'll still do this Alpha Greenie, but we did a bit of it already. Then participation guide review, and we'll end with pub. So on Monday, that's tomorrow, we do the regular Green Switch On. I'm going to post this participation guide again, just for anybody who missed all of these sessions. Then maybe post the YouTube link and maybe the Zoom. No, YouTube link is fine. It's live there, so you can go and watch. Then we get the first gene in midday. Then we do this green thing. And tomorrow evening, we are not having any guests. Tomorrow evening is just going to be us. It's just going to be all of us. And tomorrow, everybody will ask questions. Every academy will ask questions. So we have 6 academies participating. So every academy is going to ask at least 2 questions. So you have to go and prepare. At some point, you guys would have to select a group leader or something, or somebody who will be your representative. So every academy is expected to come with at least 2 questions that they are going to ask. We are going to be answering all the questions together. Myself, I am going to ask questions, and I'm going to be facilitating the whole question and answer. So it can be questions, any question that borders on environmental sustainability, we are going to discuss it to the best of our knowledge with case studies, with instances. You can tell stories of experiences you have had with advocating for the environment and anything, just anything around the environment. That's what we are doing tomorrow evening. So it's going to be an easy session for us. Then on Tuesday, we do the regular morning thing. You have a GSAT. Tomorrow you may have a GSAT, you may not have. It's not fixed for this homecoming. Then in the afternoon we do gym, then we do the congregation. Then in the evening we are going to have our first guest. We are going to talk about recycling. And meanwhile, remember that we are doing this pub this night. So in this pub, okay, let me take it. That's even cool. How do I do this? I'll have to stop sharing and go to the pub now that I have mentioned it, so that, okay, yeah, perfect. I even have the agenda here. Can you confirm you can still see my screen? You can see the Excel sheet I'm sharing right now. Anybody? Great, thank you. So yes, I came back to this pub. So let's come to pub. Let's take it one by one. Pub. So this is the whole pub thing. So we have, everybody's going to make a presentation. We have 6 academies, and that's what we have here. The XXX, we have 6 of you here. So 3 groups, 3 academies are going to present on this topic, realities of climate change. Another 3 academies are going to present on the role of young people in managing the climate crisis. 2 different topics. So we don't want to give everybody different topics, because when we are assessing, to be difficult. If we give you different topics to present on, then it may not be easy and it may be unfair to assess. So but what we are going to do is 3 groups will present on this, 3 groups will present on this, and that's Group A will present on realities of climate change, Group B will present on the role of young people in managing the climate crisis. So how are you going to know the group you belong to? We are going to do heads and tails. I'll share my screen, we'll do a screening thing, and if you pick heads, you would present on realities of climate change. If you pick tails, you present on the role of young people, and we are going to enter that here. So by the end of today, you know which group you belong to. And from today, you start your preparation for your presentation that is going to happen on Wednesday. 10 slides, we are going to drop a guideline. Maximum of 10 slides, 10 minutes time for presentation. The maximum number of presenters you can have, will drop all of those guides against Wednesday. And we are going to have judges that will come live to assess our presentation. So you get your scores here to be recorded here on that Wednesday evening, and would also rank here to the winner. That's the best. First runner up and second runner up. First, second, third. First is the winner. Second is the first runner up. Third is the second runner up. And then the other group would also have the same thing, first, second, and third. Then after that, so on that Wednesday evening, now it gets very interesting here. And anybody that progresses to the stage of debate would automatically be in a position to be the best performing academy. Now let's come to the Homecoming League for a moment. This is like the Oga Patapata table. This is where your whole scores are going to be recorded. So see the Eco Champions, Climate Techies, everybody, the GOATs, and all of that. I hope. Okay. The GOATs, that name is interesting. So you see your good morning quiz, the average of your scores from the Google form, from the quiz you take, would get the scores for your group members. We'll average it here. Same thing for midday quiz, same thing for this. So everybody is going to participate in presentation, and everybody will get scores. But only those that progress to the debate finals, which is the debates, only those people will have good scores here. So if you don't progress to the debate finals, imagine that these people, let's say for presentation, for example, we score it over 50. If we score over 50, if we score over, and everybody scores 50, 50, 50 here. And the sages too. So if no, everybody cannot score 50. So if these guys have 56, if these guys have 57, if these guys have 58, it should actually change. Is that not working? Okay. Few series. So if these are the final scores, it means that only these people, the people with the highest scores, only 4 groups, I will come back to that also, but only if 2 groups here will not progress to the final. And this is how it's going to be. Let me come back here for a moment. So if you come to the debates here, which will happen on Friday night, topic: who should be more responsible for waste, producers or consumers? Now, this is going to be an actual debate. This is not presentation. You are not doing a slide. This is going to be good evening, everybody, my co-debaters, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, you know all of those debate vibes. We are going to do that one live on Zoom. So, number one, whoever is going to present, your video will be on. And we have to see all your gestures and everything, all the energy, the passion, the drive. If it's possible for you to set your video such that you stand and be walking about and you're doing all of the ginger and all of that, I mean, if it works for you, fine. So the people that, remember that we have 2 categories. So the best here and the best here are going to compete. They are going straight to the final, and they are going to compete in this, for this first topic here. So we are going to do the pop, that's pick up box again, and we are going to do heads or tails. That will determine whether you are supporting or opposing. So based on whatever you choose, we'll fill this. We are filling this part this evening. Then the people that come second in both categories are now going to compete for 3rd place. Remember that best A and best B are competing straight in the final. So the person that performs best is overall first for debate. The person that the other, I say the person, the academy, then the other people they compete with automatically become second. So, but then we are now going to have the second best here and the second best here are going to compete in for 3rd place. So whoever wins here is going to be 3rd, and whoever has the lower mark, I don't want to say loses, is going to take the 1st position. But that means that there's one group of one academy here that are not participating in the debate at all. So that means that when we come back to this homecoming league, only 4 academies would have scores here. And those scores, I think, will be very, very significant. So you should make all efforts to get to this stage. Because if you have been performing well here, imagine all these people having 50, 50, 50, 4 academies having 50s. And these 2 academies do not have anything at all. So you're like half of them. So you should do all you can, all in your power as a group to get to the debates. But don't worry, we are going to find a way to normalize this course such that the impact of this will not affect this or that 2 groups so much. But that should not concern you. Your primary target should be to feel or to get to the debates. That's the final. Okay, back to the 0 sheet. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand the whole pop thing now. Do we understand? And the presentations and the debate parts. You can unmute and say yes, no, so I can explain as may be needed. Do we understand, guys?
Not really.
Corinne, you mentioned that.
Somebody said not really.
Yes, the scores you mentioned, the ones that add up and will be added to your scores from representation, I didn't get that part.
Okay, so I'll take it.
The part where you said you have to do well.
Okay, but do you understand what I have on this page, this whole pop thing? Do we understand it? Like how this evening we are seeing? Okay, great. Does anybody have any difficulty with understanding this before I go back to the homecoming league? Do we all understand this? Let me get a few confirmation. Yes, no, yes, no.
I would prefer like a quick recap. I think I get it, but in order not just to avoid any doubts.
Okay. So this evening, everybody, sorry, excuse me. So this evening, we are going to do something. We have 6 academies in this group, and we are going to just begin in the order of from the commandos, and we take it backwards like that. So we are going to do something. We are going to do a spinning. I will share my screen. We'll do an online spinning. We'll toss a coin. Actually, yeah, we'll toss a coin. So if Academy 25 will be the first to go, if they pick head, when we toss the coin, if they pick head, then they will make a presentation on realities of climate change. Any group that picks, so Academy 24 will follow. If they also pick head, they will fall here. If they pick tail, they will fall here. So if the first 3 we do, if all of them pick heads, automatically the remaining 3 has to go to tails. So, but the cocoa is, if your academy picks head, you are presenting on realities of climate change. If your academy picks tails, you are presenting on the role of young people in managing climate crisis. This presentation will happen on Wednesday evening. You will know where you fall this evening. That's the final thing we'll do. But you know where you fall this evening, then you prepare your slides. We get all the guides tomorrow. And you make a 10 minutes presentation on Wednesday evening. As you are doing the presentation, you are getting assessed by our panel of judges. So after the presentation that day, we are going to get your scores here. So whatever you score will determine your rank. If you score highest for that presentation on realities of climate change, you are going to be the best here. That's best A. If you have the second best score, you are going to be first runner up. First runner up means second. Second runner up means third. So first, second, third, like that. But we use first runner up here. So if you have the least mark from this category, you are the second runner up. And as far as presentations and debates is concerned, it is over for you, for your academy. But one thing you can do here, I did not mention that, is that now, if you miss out here, if your academy becomes the third from these 2 groups, you can now decide to throw your support to another group of your choice. So all of you can decide that, okay, we are going to support the people that were first here or the people that were second here. You can decide to support any of them. That's as individuals now. So members of the same academy, that's for the ones that come third in both categories. They can decide to go and throw their allegiance behind any of the ones that the first 2. So do we understand up to that point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now, after we do all of this, then, and after your presentation, and we release this course, the group with the best score for realities of climate change, they already are in the final. The best in this role of young people in managing the climate crisis, they are also in the final. And the final is this best A and best B. So now, then these people in the final, best A and best B, they are going to do a debate. This time around, not a presentation. If you want to support your debate with a slide, fine. But what we want to see is, we want to see that argument thing. We want to see that primary or secondary school debates attitude. We want to see all of those. So you are going to do an actual debate. There will be time to make your presentation. There will be time for your opponent to make their presentation. Chief speaker, supporting speaker. There will be a clap back. Then the other group will also clap back, and that sort of argument. So that's what will happen in these debates. So best year and best year, we do this. Second best year and second best year are the ones that we do this. So for the best A and best B, whoever wins is the Oga Patapata of debate. They win the debate category. Whoever is second here becomes the second best for the whole debate, because they were the best initially in the presentation level and they are in the final. But these guys here, the second best in both groups here, they are competing for third place. So whoever wins for this argument becomes the third best in the whole debate thing, and whoever becomes second in that category becomes like the fourth. But that means that in this place, two academies, one here and one here, will not progress to participate in this debate. This is where we say, that's how we say it in Yoruba, that they are out of the competition. So they are no longer participating. So I now came here and explained that that means that everybody will do presentation and get marks, but only 4 academies will progress to doing a debate. And we are going to score, we are actually going to score the people in the final. That's the best from both categories. We are going to score them differently. Like their score is going to be based on a different total than the people competing for third place. While the people that do not even get it at all, they do not get any scores at all. So that is it. I hope it is more clearer now for everybody. But maybe when we do the pickup box thing, maybe we would understand more. So yeah, this is what the homecoming league table looks like. Your plus and minus at the end of the day, on day 7 will be added here. Before then, all of this will be ready. So your plus and minus, you may be surprised that a group that did not even participate in the debate and did not get any debate score may get good plus and minus and still top a group that wins the debate or something. So just have to put in your best. Okay. What else? That's the pub. So this is going to be an assessment guide that's going to come out soon, not yet ready. So back to the agenda. I was doing this. So Tuesday we have this, we have an evening thing where we have some guests, and we are going to be talking about recycling. So some people say recycling is encouraging plastic pollution. Some people say it is not. And that's going to be the center of our argument. And we're having 2 guests from Recycle Edge. They are both young men, and they found this recycling firm, and they are going to be answering all our questions. So again, on this evening, every academy will be expected to ask at least 2 questions. So for every session you have to come up with 2 questions, 2 solid questions, not somebody, you can't come and be asking what is recycling or what is recycling to you. No, not those kind of questions, solid ones. And then on Wednesday, we do the morning. On Wednesday morning also I would intimate you, just, okay, Gift will handle that. She will let you know, that's the same Gift. She will let you know what the current homecoming league table looks like. Then afternoon gym, evening thing. Then on that Wednesday evening, the only thing we are doing is the presentations from all groups. Then we announce the results. Then the winners, they will select whatever they are presenting on for the debate. On Thursday, yeah, we do this, sorry. And on Thursday, we are also going to have guests. So now the topic that you guys would have presented about is what we are having on Thursday as one topic. We have a guest, his name is Daniel, realities of climate change, can young people make a difference? So it's combining both of your presentation topics here. So the presentation will be one you can relate with based on the research you may have done. And on Friday, we are going to have the final. That's the debate itself, the whole morning thing. Then we have the debate in the evening. We have the same set of guests. So the people that are coming as guests here, they are also the ones coming as guests here. And, then we end Friday with a good night's quiz. There should be a midday quiz here on Wednesday in the afternoon. So we end with a good night's quiz on Friday. It's going to be a hard quiz. It's going to be difficult, but not difficult. It's going to be maybe tricky. And many of the things we are going to talk about some of the questions we'll ask would be from some of the things we have learned from the presentations, from our sessions, from your presentations, from our guest sessions and all that. Then on Saturday, which is the final day, we do the regular morning thing, afternoon thing. Saturday, everybody drops feedback during the day. Your experience about homecoming. Remember how we did it for the academy. Some of you dropped, so talk about homecoming too. Then we close, and on Saturday evening on Zoom like this, we also announce the winners. And you'll be surprised how these 7 days are going to run by so fast. And yeah, and that's the end of homecoming. And I tell you, it's going to be fun if you apply yourself to it, if you connect with it and participate as much as your time, your efforts, and resources allow you to. So that is all. I'll take, like, if anybody has any question at this point, I would like to take them. So our time is already going fast. Before we go on to doing the pub for this evening, so that we know where we stand. But if you have any question, now would be a very, very good time to ask, based on all I've said so far. Any questions?
Yeah.
Please go on.
Good evening, Jacob. Yes.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Mayowa, from the Commandos. And I mean, one of the things that I think I'm concerned about is, since we are likely to be, we'll be in GSACs, of course, with the set and all of that. So one of the things I noticed in my cohort, the Commandos, it was that in a GSAC, you could just have, like, in a group of 5, 6 people, you might just have like 2 people playing, active, participation, actively participating, and the rest will just, and it kept, dragging the team, back and forth. Is there anything that is likely, or you are almost damned for being in that kind of group? Is there something that can be done? Is there a way that we can report ourselves? Is there something? I don't know. So that is
Yes. You are not them though. So, but the thing is, if there are 6 of you, for example, and only 2 people are turning up, then at the end of the day, so that's why you have your GSAMs with you, and you can always call those people out. You can always call those people out, and we will decide. Your GSAMs will be monitoring, and we'll decide. They would also try to get those persons to report and be active and all that. But if they see that really, and I think we'll start doing this from maybe on Wednesday, maybe just before the presentation or after. If we see that there are really people who are not participating, we can kick them out. So they will kick them out, but the 2 of you who have been working would have to continue doing the work, as long as you're putting in all your efforts. I think there was one time in the past we actually had our first or second homecoming. It got so bad that it was only one person from an academy that was active. And that was how she became a star. So because she was the only one, we could not really, she automatically became a GSAM at the end of the day. From the next academy, she became a GSAM. Don't pray that only one person gets active in your academy, so you become GSAM. I can't really remember how it happened, but she was very very enthusiastic about the whole thing, putting a lot of effort, and she was the only one active. So we had to kick everybody else from our academy out, and she was just so into it that we adopted her as a GSAM, and but now she has retired as a GSAM, I think late last year. Yeah, so yes, your GSAMs will be monitoring and following, and if need be, we kick people out from the homecoming. And once we kick you out of the homecoming, we may not pursue you from your Greenswich academic group because you may want to remain there, but you're out of homecoming, and your group members will know that you're no longer part of them. So you're not damned.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayowa, for that question. Please, everybody should participate too. Yes, any other question from anyone? Any concern, anything you want to say at all? Let me see. Okay. So before we go to the pop thing, okay, someone is trying to speak. Feintiolua, you want to speak?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, you talked about if we clock in late, like you're going to deduct a 5 mark. What if a member of a particular GSAC did not clock in at all? Will there still be a deduction of 5 marks?
No. It's better you do not clock in than you clock in late. If you don't clock in, we don't see you, we don't care, really. Like, I don't mean we don't care, but you are not misbehaving, you are trying your zone and your school. So it's better you do not clock in at all than clocking in late. And this is not to encourage you not to clock in, though, because it will be weird if we wake up in the morning and only 2 people are clocking in because people don't want to clock in late. I mean, it's a whole 30-minute space. So you're just posting a sticker, you're posting a text. So please participate and clock in, but don't clock in late so your group will not lose mark. And it's not only clocking in late and all of those. So if you post the wrong, if you use shorthand, I tell you that my eyes are very sharp and quick to depict shorthand. Very, very. And I'm not even lying, and I'm not bragging. Well, maybe I'm bragging, but I'll see it. And shorthand, or you post sticker, you do a mistake or something, will catch you. And your marks are gone if you do not delete or amend or edit. Thank God you can even edit post now on WhatsApp. But before you edit, you know that once somebody highlights it, I will highlight it and post the score there. Even if you edit, it will still show the original thing. At least WhatsApp has not updated that. So, yeah, that's for that. Any other question before we go and do the pop thing? Any question? Okay, so before we do that, let's just see in the chat room. Can you post your academy? Let me see the academy that is most represented. When I say your academy now, I'm not asking you for like academy 20 something, or I'm asking you for the name that we are going to be calling you, the GOATs, the Echo Champion, the this and that. So just type in the chat room. Oh yeah. Let me see. The financiers, the commandos, the commandos, a lot. Well, yeah, we usually get that. The most recent academy usually has small numbers, but they don't usually win. They are not usually the overall best at the end of the day. Somehow the seniors, I don't know, use seniority for them. Echo Champions, the commandos, manifestos. No, Victor, I don't want your academy name. I want the name that we are going to be calling manifesto. So that means you are between 1 to 20. So you are the sages. So the sages, a sage is somebody who is very wise, old and wise and all that. So that's why we call you guys the sages, because like you are the experienced one and you have probably participated in homecoming before. So you are the sages. Yeah, more. So guys, I'm looking forward to you all, beefing yourself on the group. Like, look at one group's name and find a way to hurt them with their name. Sure, you get find a way to make a joke of them with their name, or when they misbehave, and we post plus and minus. You can post customer Dadani if a particular academy is getting so much. So, but just have fun while doing it. No enmity in mind. Just to tease ourselves, and I hope that nobody takes it too seriously. Okay, thank you. So I'll just go on to sharing my screen again. The climate tech is yes, please have fun with sense, so that you collect minus, because if in the process of having fun you misbehave, I've used that word a lot. In the process of having fun you misbehave, then you'll be the one that people are making fun of at the end of the day. Okay, so let's do this. So I will need somebody to be writing it on the group. Okay, I'll tell you what to write. Will anybody volunteer to do that for me? I need somebody to volunteer. Anybody who will volunteer for me to write, when we do this pop thing, to write the findings on the group so we can update our sheet and all that. Anybody? Nobody wants to volunteer? Wow. Okay, Fentioloa, you remember that you and I, we have a case from Fairway Navidad. You were peppering me, but thank you for volunteering. Okay, Victor, I see what you are doing. Yeah, I like it. So I'll share my screen and we go to, where's this thing? Okay, here we go. So remember that, can you all see my screen? Can you see the heads and the tails, the coin? Can you see it, please? Confirmation. Voice confirmation.
Yes, sir.
You can.
Yes, you can say it. Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you can see it.
Thank you. So we are beginning with the commandos. So remember that if you pick
Yes, sir.
if you pick head, you are presenting on realities of climate change. And if it falls on tails, you are presenting on the role of young people in managing the climate crisis. So why do I always find this? Okay, so here we go. The commandos, here you go. So tails, Fentioluwa, so the commandos are presenting on, just make a list, write realities of climate change, then write another one for the role of young people in combating the climate crisis. So tails, you just write the commandos under the second topic because they have tails. Then we are going to spin again, and this time we are going to, who were the guys before the commandos? Opportunities, that's the goats, right? Is it the goat? Am I right? Academy 24, the goats, right? Confirmation. Well, I know I'm right, but nobody wants to confirm. So Fentioluwa, are you catching what I'm doing? Did you do that already? Sad, really sad. I don't think I've seen anybody.
Yes,
I don't think
sir.
I've seen anybody from the goats here. Okay, thank you, Fentioluwa. Okay, so I'm spinning for them now. Tails again. So please record the goats under the second topic. So we are going to Academy 23 now, and that is what? Subsidies? Do I have people from the financiers here?
Yes, we are.
Great. What do you think it should be, heads or tails?
Heads, of course.
Okay, let's see. Tails.
What?
Okay. So wow, this is interesting. So Academy 25, 24, and 23 are falling, they are presenting on the second topic. So automatically, we cannot help this. The guys from the Climate Techies, Academy 22, from 21, what's 21 again? Ecosystems, and the SAGES, they are going to be doing for realities of climate change. So sorry guys, we are not going to have to spin. This thing gave us tails, the first three. So that means the rest of you automatically go to heads since we have just two categories. So that's it. Now you know what you are presenting on. You know what you are presenting on, and you are making a presentation on Wednesday evening on Zoom. And what we are going to do is we are going to provide whoever is going to represent your team. So based on, we are going to provide the guidelines, whether it's one or two presenters, a max you can have. Whoever is presenting for your team, we are going to provide them with a sum of, I'm trying to be careful here. So we are going to provide them with 2 gigabytes worth of data. 2 gigabytes worth of data. So you tell us your network and we'll try to provide you with just 2 gig, not money. So whoever is representing your team, just to encourage them and, to help them. So, and if you are the one representing your, please ensure you are picking somebody who can vouch for their network. Well, sometimes we really cannot say, but just try your best. Then on Wednesday, we proceed from there. We see who comes top in the different categories, and we will know who goes to the debates. Okay. So I think think that is basically all for this evening. It's really been an interesting time. Or does anybody have any question again before we close and maybe go back to WhatsApp and round it up for the evening? Any question from anybody? Any question? Any question?
Okay, I'm not sure this has been shared. The Excel file. I don't know if it's still going to be shared.
The Excel file? No, you don't. Okay, you don't. I'll share the. You don't really need any of that. You don't need the Excel file. You don't need it. Yeah, what you need is perhaps the agenda, perhaps that, and that's all you need. So when we are doing the homecoming league, for example, we are going to present it, do a presentation, or maybe do a picture of it and share with you, but you don't need the Excel file. Anything you need, we'll provide you with it. And for the sessions we are going to have every day, there's going to be flyers for them, and you would also be able to post. And another thing is, all our evening sessions are going to be open from tomorrow. They are going to be open for public participation. So of course, you guys are the core participants, but other people in the public who may want to participate, who may just want to come and listen in. You can even bring in your friends to come and cheer you up. If you are presenting, for example, bring in your friends so that in the chat room they are bullying other people. They are, But yeah, we are going to open the sessions up for public participation. We are broadcasting on YouTube, so anybody can watch and they can join the Zoom session. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. Any question from anybody? Is everything clear? Okay, let me ask. Is it clear? Is everything clear now? No more confusion?
Yeah, it's clear from here.
Great. So if anything confuses you, please just ask your GSAM or tag me on the group, ask your question. If you ask some questions that have obvious answers, I can be savage sometimes. Savage, like. So I'm kidding, but ask questions if you have them. Just use the frog emoji and ask a question, tag me, or ask your GSAM, ask on your group. Just work together, bond with your people, connect and vibe, have fun. In all of this work we are doing, all of this seriousness, in all of this advocating for the environment, one thing is I try to always have fun. Make it interesting for yourself, make it interesting for the people you are doing it with. Your presentation, bring in a very creative perspective to it, bring in a very fun thing, do it in a different way. Just enjoy yourself while you're doing this. While we are competing and we want to get some good scores and all that, you can dem this. Farida, you are unmuted. Okay, I'll just mute her. That's not working. Okay, yeah. So again, have fun. And that's all from me this evening. It's really been great to connect with you. Thank you, GSAMs, for staying through. Thank you, everybody. GSAM Balikis, GSAM Gift, GSAM Rodney, Abdul Hamed, Mukhtar, Aramuka, and John, the commanders. Yes, thank you very much. I love what you just did. I don't know how I forgot. So please, everybody, for the Zoom sessions going forward, when you come online, just if you look at the participant list, you see what Aramuka, and John, and Mayowa Shobo did. They added their academy names, that's the commandos, to their names. So please just do that so that it will be easy to, when we are interacting, it will be easy to know which academy is participating. It will also give us an idea of how many academies are present. So we know that from this evening, the guys from Source Opportunities, the goats did not really participate. So they are GSAM Gifts, please kindly help. I don't remember who the GSAM is, but kindly help mention that in the GSAM's group, so that their GSAMs can take note and find a way to engage them and bring them on going forward. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Emmanuel Olatunde, I see you have done that. Cool. So from tomorrow, you just go to your settings and rename, and just rename your account temporarily or something. So I was going to do a shout out to everybody. Abdulhamid Mukhtar of the Sages, Aremu Kinde of the Commandos. It's more interesting to call it that way. Bilkisu Perry of the Commandos, I think. Damilola Abbas, I don't know your academy, sorry. Emmanuel Olatunde of the Commandos, Farida of, sorry sometimes if I pronounce your name with a Yoruba intonation or I mispronounce it, Farida Igbailola, Juliet Monioluwa, Feinti Oluwa, I don't want to murder the surname, Kelechukwu, Mayowa of the Commandos, Mubarak Mustafa, these two Mubarak guys. Oluwaseun Ayodeji Egbewande, Paul Oluwashono of the Financiers, Rafiat Abubakar Ojisam Rafiat, Samuel Ojile, Sarah Odejayi, and Victor Ogunbure of the Sages, I think. I saw you bullying a newbie earlier. So thank you, everybody. It's been nice connecting with you. You can just unmute and say bye. Oh, before we go, if you can put on your video, please, let's take a picture. Yeah, we really need to do that every day.
There's no light here. We
If
have
don't,
light.
it's fine. It's fine even if you don't have your lights. Just put on your video if you can. If it's convenient for you, if it's decent, put on your video. Those of you in the dark spaces, just make sure you shine your teeth very well so that at all the teeth go show. Hey, Samuel, I see you making effort. Aremu Kinde be like say you're untouched. Sorry guys, I don't have lights. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to prepare a place to save the pictures I'm going to take, so just give me a moment. Put on your videos. I hope you enjoyed my talk this evening. Okay, I'm coming back now. There's my Zoom. Okay, I have some videos on. Wow, if you people are glowing like this in the dark during the day, how una go come be? Una go dey compete with sun? Hey. Okay, so let's do a smile. Let me close this so I can accommodate more. Hold on, print screen. Fentiolua, show me your teeth. Sarah, your video is showing fan or it's not showing your face. Great. Aremu Kinde is really showing the teeth. Hold on, I need to take another one, please. Okay, change your style. Mukhtar, you shined your eyes. That's you changing your style. Smile a difference. Sarah is plenty. Anybody, please, if you want to join now is your chance to put on your video one more time. Anybody, put on your video very briefly. Man, this is not fun at all. Just a few of us have lights. It's not interesting knowing this our country like this. Wow. Okay, enter. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Unmute before you put up the videos. Unmute and say hi, say bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
Everyone. Good night. Good night to you all.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good
Good
night.
night. Trainings.
Okay.